Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Uriel, LCP, News from Jerusalem, Israel. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Moti.
Moti, let me ask you a few questions. What do you think about life in general in Jerusalem?
I love Jerusalem. I think Jerusalem is a great city. I've been to several cities. Actually, I was in Barcelona a few weeks ago, and there's nothing like Jerusalem. It's full of cultures, it's full of different people, it's full of fabulous places, and it's a great place to be.
Now, Jerusalem is the eternal capital of the Jews.
Right, that's good.
Now, the Arabs are saying that this is their capital. What do you say about that?
I think the Bible came much earlier than any other document that the Arabs can show, and even the Arabs know that Jerusalem is the holy place of the Jews. We focus when we daven and pray. We do it towards Jerusalem. When they pray, they do it directly to Mecca.
They give their backs to Jerusalem.
They're back to Jerusalem. And if you'll read in the Bible, you'll see how many times Jerusalem, and I'm talking about
over 700 times it's mentioned.
It's mentioned, and I don't think there's even one time that Jerusalem is mentioned in the Quran or in any other.
No, I'm glad you said that. I was just getting ready to ask you that. I asked a Muslim the other day, or an Arab, whatever you want to call him, and I said, show me in your Quran where Muhammad even stepped foot in Jerusalem, or where does it say Jerusalem or Israel in the Quran? So he kind of stepped back and he didn't say anything, but in other words, that shows me that nowhere in the Quran or anywhere in their so-called Bible mentions the nation of Israel. Yet, our Torah, our Tanakh, and even for the Christians for that matter, it mentions Jerusalem, Israel, Jerusalem over and over and over again.
That's correct.
So this is the home of the Jews.
This is the home of the Jews, and I'll even tell you more than that. It's the home of the Jews, and we have no objection that any other person, if he's an Arab or a Christian or Muslim or anybody else, will come here and stay here and actually even live here. But the understanding has to be that this is the
land of the Jews.
The land of the Jews. On the other side, the Arabs disagree to the fact that we're going to sit here or in any other place in Israel. You'll see that they won't allow us to even buy a house here.
They have taken control of the Temple Mount, where our Beit HaMikdash was at once before, and we cannot go to the Temple Mount or even pray for that matter.
Right. So this is kind of something that I can never understand. I never understood it, and I guess I'll never understand why. Besides the fact that for some reason they don't want us here.
And one final question. What do you think about Ahmadinejad and his so-called trying to enrich uranium to develop the so-called bomb?
To what?
To develop the bomb.
Throughout history, there were in every generation there were some, like they say in Hebrew, "B'chol dor v'dor omdim aleinu lechalotenu." This is in the Haggadah of Pesach, and the one we're actually a day before the Holocaust Day, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. There was a person by the name of Hitler, and he tried, and he almost succeeded to destroy the whole nation. Luckily, we were able to create a new, from what was left, to create Israel and a new Jewish nation here in Israel. It was him. Now it's Ahmadinejad. Now we're in a safer position because we have our own country and we have our own army, which wasn't the same at the time of the Holocaust, which we were out there. And hopefully we'll be able to also find a way to solve this. And if it means that we'll have to go in there, or if it means that we're going to, in some kind of a way, he'll
but you know what?
Understand that it's not worth it.
We're not just 7 million strong. I believe that we're in the hundreds of millions.
I totally understand. I totally understand what you're saying. It's and you're correct. This is the central country of Israel, and it's the central country of all the Jews all over the world. The difference is that at the time of the Holocaust, we didn't have that place where the Jews can go and live there. But this is definitely not only the country of Israelis; it's the countries of all the Jews all over the world.
All the Jews that are scattered throughout the world do recognize the nation of Israel. Yet we have so-called Palestinians who are claiming the land of the Jews given by the Torah, given by Hashem, as an eternal covenant to us Jews. This is Uriel, LCP, Independent News, Yerushalayim, Israel. Shalom.